As next month looms, the end of the first quarter is quickly approaching, and Tesla has had a tough year so far. But a note from Tesla and stock market expert Dan Ives tells us things will get better next month. He revealed that Tesla's target price is $1,300, although things currently look bleak. What are his reasons for this? We'll dive into this, as well as what other analysts are saying about it. We'll also explain our position on the stock price target, so be sure to keep watching. Tesla has almost single-handedly proven that electric cars can be desirable, combining premium performance in high-tech interiors with usable driving range, and paving the way for other electric car brands like NIO and Lucid. But it was not an easy journey. After peaking at $1,209 in the fourth quarter of 2021, the company's shares have taken a hit this year, causing even loyal investors to rethink the brand's future. However, after serious lows, things are starting to look up for Tesla as shares have returned to positivity and experts believe they will continue to rise. In a recent interview, Wedbush's Dan Ives said Tesla's new price target is $1,300. Since 2018, Daniel Ives has been a managing director and senior equity research analyst at Wedbush Securities, focusing on the technology sector. Dan has been covering the software sector and the larger technology sector on Wall Street for nearly 2 decades, so we think he's a reliable source. To be one of the top 10 stock analysts in the world, Ives raised his price target on Tesla stock, believing the manufacturer will play a big role in the booming electric vehicle industry. Wedbush raised its price estimate for Tesla from $1,100 to $1,300 per share in a new note to clients today on Wall Street. Tesla has a new high price target in the market. In a note to investors, IV said we estimate the EV market is worth $5 trillion, with Tesla potentially owning $2.5 trillion of it for 2022. We estimate China is worth $400 per share in the Tesla story, and we raised our price. Target $1,100, $1,400 with a $1,800 upside case. A lot has happened in the first quarter of the year already. For the electric car brand, it's been a bumpy ride. However, Ives noted that last quarter's statistics were impressive, and we certainly agree that the company generated earnings that were well above analysts' expectations. Earnings were $2.52 per share, compared to analysts' expectations of $2.36 per share. Revenues reached $17.72 billion, compared to $16.57 billion expected by analysts. Revenue also grew 65% year-over-year in the quarter, according to the release, with total automotive revenue reaching $15.97 billion, up 71%. I've written in a note to clients. With the semiconductor shortage still a major drag on the automotive market and logistics challenges internationally, Tesla's impressive beats speak to an electric vehicle demand trajectory that looks very strong for Tesla, with clear momentum heading into 2022, despite the presence of many competitors in the field of electric cars. Tesla continues to dominate market share while battling chip shortages and is now seeing Chinese demand rebound after experiencing difficulties earlier in 2021. He also said that while public relations and safety challenges were front and center earlier this year in China, we saw demand and trend fluctuate rapidly in a bullish manner for Tesla heading into the end of the year, with the company currently operating at a monthly run rate of 50,000 for China through 2022. Tesla will lead the auto industry's shift to electric vehicles, according to the note, which estimates the industry's cost of switching to clean energy vehicles $5 trillion over the next decade. I've said that we believe Wall Street is still digesting the massive shift coming to the auto sector in 2022 and beyond around the revolution, where this green tidal wave will lead to a $5 trillion market opportunity over the next decade, with Tesla leading the way. It appears that the target price is based on the company's most recent quarter. Meanwhile, some experts believe that Tesla's profits this quarter are likely to exceed last quarter. Global equities analysis analyst Trip Chowdhury recently conducted casual research on Tesla's factory and is very excited about the electric car maker's production, charging, and delivery prospects. Next month, Tesla's momentum will be very strong for the quarter, according to Chowdhury. He also claimed that he expects Tesla's earnings in the first quarter of this year to be larger than last year's earnings, so we're inclined to think that Ive's price target of $4,300 seems more likely as the first quarter of the year winds down. Next month, Tesla stock fell 21% in the previous month, outperforming the S&P 500, which fell about 7% in the same time, according to Baird. Framework. The decline was driven by a broad sell-off in high growth and rising multiple companies as investors braced for tighter monetary policy and higher interest rates. But this year things started to improve. According to triple.com, Tesla and other electric vehicle makers, shares rose as gasoline prices rose to a national average of 3.60 cents. Tesla shares rose 7.9% on February 28, 2022, reaching a high of $885.67. We believe it will continue to rise, especially if history repeats itself. Tesla stock has a good possibility of growing to $1,300 next month, based on past performance. Tesla stock has experienced a 21-day increase of 21% or more on 71 occasions in the past 10 years, with 65 of those accumulating in Tesla stock over the following one-month period. Is Tesla stock set to rise now? Analysts say the stock has a 60% chance of rising next month, according to Wedbush's managing director. Standard Tesla deliveries highlight the quarter cut box. I think we're still in the third inning of Tesla's growth story. Production and delivery in China are expected to be exceptional this year. While Musk noted that global chip scarcity remains a cause for concern, Tesla still expects a 50% increase in deliveries year over year, according to Trip Chowdhury. Played Tesla Model S deliveries increased by about 15%. This should boost Tesla's finances in the first quarter because the car, a $130,000 electric car, has good margins. As the Chinese market continues to grow and new factories near Berlin and Austin come online, he expects huge tailwinds for the company. Tesla, according to Ives, will reach a market value of $2 trillion in about 18 months. But what do other analysts say? Tesla's impressive trajectory in its battery, technological capability, and especially pricing will continue to accelerate the world's migration to electric vehicles and significantly increase Tesla's progress, said Deutsche Bank analyst Emmanuel Rosner. Rosner attributes the cost reduction to design improvements, increased plant efficiencies, production completion, improved material procurement, a local supply chain, and saved man-hours. The analyst added that electric vehicle competitors have not even begun this effort. Rosner sees companies with sufficient capacity and supplies to manufacture vehicles as quickly as possible and sell them at the best cost as potential winners in the struggle for dominance, and Tesla believes it has a significant lead on this front. He then stated that his target price for Tesla stock is $1,000. Analyst Trip Chowdhury also stated his overweight rating on Tesla with a price target of $1,300. A Goldman Sachs analyst also offered an upbeat comment on the stock, describing it as, for one, the undisputed leader of the group. With a price target of around $1,200 and a buy rating in light of recent events. Another point of view is the current situation in Russia and Ukraine. Many analysts expect Tesla's stock to grow in the coming months as the West cuts off its communications with the energy-rich Russian country. We note that while traders are betting that tough sanctions against Russia will push the world toward clean energy and electric vehicle stocks, Tesla shares appear to be rising. NIO and Rivian, two other electric vehicle stocks, are also rising. Western countries, especially those in the energy industry, may be tempted to cut ties with Russia, which could act as a long-term bullish catalyst for the electric vehicle category. The stock's performance in the near future will be greatly influenced by the overall market sentiment, as well as the outcome of the current situation in Ukraine. Additional energy-related sanctions on Russia could be a positive for Tesla stock next month. Other factors also play a big role in analyst forecasts. Of course, bullish catalysts are rife for Tesla. Elon Musk has been working on the Starlink project for years, with the aim of providing internet to the most remote locations in the world via a network of satellites in orbit in 2021. It has gained greater speed, and Starlink currently has nearly 2,000 satellites to boost it. This initiative is expected to bear fruit in 2022 and raise profit margins significantly, giving Tesla a positive outlook for the future. The two giant factories, scheduled to open in Berlin and Austin in 2022, are expected to significantly increase production. It will expand Tesla's global presence and increase its production capacity to 2 million vehicles annually, up from about 1 million units currently. Also, with the cost of charging Tesla cars falling, more people are likely to buy them. Panasonic will supply Tesla with more powerful batteries to achieve this goal, according to the Wall Street Journal. Panasonic showed off, quote, a new 4680 battery for Tesla electric cars, which is larger than the 1865 and 2170 versions already used in Tesla sedans. Tesla's Gigafactory Texas Model E will be equipped with the company's revolutionary 4,680 cell structural battery pack, Musk said on the company's Q4 2021 earnings call. These factors point to a growth spurt, and we can't help but agree with Dan Ives on target price. Regardless of the exact number, Tesla stock prices are sure to rise in the next month. Do you agree with Dan Ives? Will Tesla stock rise next month? What is Tesla's price target? Let us know in the comments. We would like to know your thoughts.